Marching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
Pulls it in at the 13. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Well, this defense for the Texans, they played really well in that win last week against Miami.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I'd have to say a very solid performance.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
They'll run right here with Swift.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose one or two.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
With how the coverage was positioned, that was about the only spot the quarterback had to try and deliver that pass. Just put a little too much height on it. Incomplete.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Now Hall to start the drive. And the defense closes quickly there, and he'll get maybe a yard to the 33. So, Charles, you look at this offense, and really on paper, at least a great situation for them upcoming. They're unbeaten on the year, an open week coming up after this. So I guess my question, any worry that maybe this is coming at the wrong time?
Oh, definitely I would be worried about this game, maybe more than any other on the schedule, because I know my guys are looking ahead to that open week. I've got to keep them focused on the task ahead, make sure they take care of business in this one. Otherwise, you're talking about a double trap. The trap of losing the game and then having the open week and having to stew about it.
Over the middle, complete. It's Collins.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A big one there on 3rd down. They hit for 30 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Shoves him away. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's McBride complete. And he's going to have the Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now first and 10 at the 11. They're going to look to throw. Goes right back to McBride. And he's brought down. They need about the length of the football here on first and goal. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. We're scoreless after one. Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they come up now second and goal. Here's the option. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on third and goal? He'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage, after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
Turn to the power game to try to get in. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. They tried to let the fullback pound it in between the tackles, but he stopped up short. And the Falcons able to muster together a goal line stand. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You know, always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, oh, well, at least we're going to get 3. Didn't go through the goalpost, so.
It does test the mental processes of the team, though, doesn't it? Because when you...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. He's at the 40, 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Chris Olave hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it and let's go with it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
On second down, a run with Hall. And some room to roam now. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go.
Ball has it knocked loose.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second down and inches. He's got a man complete. It's Clay. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw.
This is taken in by McBride.
Touchdown!
Trey McBride.
A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7.
Let's go now.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Texans scoop it. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. They give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice you're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. And when I looked at him, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a...
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Falcons will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you to come to like an auctioneer. We've got two. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Will we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He rifles one that's intercepted.
And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
He gets it complete to Harris.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
2nd and 1. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll find Hall. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Back to throw now on 1st down.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Going deep for Diggs. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
Let's go now.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll throw now on the final play. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we've reached halftime here on Halloween. And trust me, kids, if you had to look at Charles Davis every game, you'd think every day was Halloween. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, in the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again.
Pass to the right, and it's got McBride.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
They'll run with Hall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Back to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. A 1-yard touchdown reception.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
The extra point splits the uprights, and it's now 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
First down, and they go with Swift again.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line.
Dexter Lawrence that time in on the stop. 2nd and 10. Thanks for tagging along with us here from Houston, Texas. They'll stay on the ground with Swift. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 28. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Open man completes it to Claypool. Touchdown, Falcons. Chase Claypool halfway to 100 now with career touchdown number 50. And the Falcons are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
Come on. Hey.
A give running right is Hall. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. First down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Able to get this one to McBride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Hall on a give up the middle. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, with the fumble he had earlier, we know how key keeping the football is here. That fumble earlier probably at the forefront of his mind. Just hold on to this thing.
It's also at the forefront of the mind of the guys who are trying to get the ball from him. And since they've seen him drop it on the ground before, they're doing everything possible to have him do it again. They need that turnover.
It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. A good gain there on 3rd and 8 of 7 yards. And now a decision here on 4th and 1.
Let's go.
The slot man in motion right. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texans. Trey McBride with career touchdown number 75. And the Texans add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 15 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Let's go now.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. They're going to look to throw. And this one is incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle, that's caught by Claypool. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Now it looks like he'll throw here. This is taken in by McBride. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
18, pioneer. Buffalo 18.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Hall. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's McBride. And the Texans are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Well, a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Now from the 9, here's second and goal. They'll drop to throw. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get the football here at their own 23. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
He's got Claypool, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. They'll look to throw here on first down.
He completes it to Olave.
And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in fantasy football world, these points mean a lot there.
So Houston going to come away here with the victory. Charles said for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why those three.
Dollar. Hey, DJ Mosky, let's get it. We the champions here in Los Angeles.